In this video, I would like to talk about judging other people. And I'm sure you know how it is to judge others, and I am sure you know how it is to be judged. Why I want to talk about this topic is because I believe that too many of us tend to judge others based on what we see. So we don't really try to figure out, or we don't really go to that person and try to find out what is actually happening behind the scenes. And that I mean is, with that I mean what's going on inside of that person. No, we only see what we see, and then we judge that. And I think judging others can be really dangerous for ourselves, because while we are focusing on other people and talking about their problems and what they are doing wrong and what's wrong with their life, we forget to ask ourselves what is actually wrong with us and what are we doing with our lives. I used to tend to judge others without really getting to know them, and that's another reason why I think that is dangerous. You can't judge others if you don't really know the person. And with knowing somebody, I'm not talking about just having a short dialogue or even 100 dialogues. We right away think, okay, after I've met that person, I talked with him a few times, I can already judge about him and tell other people what's wrong with him. But that's not true. We will never ever really get to know other people, because what is happening deep inside of their heart is only what they will see and know, and somebody up there in heaven, but we won't know about it. So before you tend to judge somebody, how about going to that person directly? Because judging often happens when we do it behind somebody else's back. We just say our opinion about that person and bam, there's our stamp, that's how it is. But how about breaking those walls of judging and going directly to that person and not just judging, or not judging at all, but asking that person, hey, how are you and what's going on, and is there some way I can help you? And I think that if you would do that, you would manage much more, because isn't that what it's about managing something, instead of always just judging, talking, blah, gossiping, and nothing happens? Isn't it about helping somebody else out of a problem? And in general, what I said before, I think we should stop focusing on other people, but ask ourselves, okay, what's wrong with me and where am I standing in my life? And I think many people don't want to think about themselves because they're probably ashamed of themselves. They don't want to ask themselves, where am I standing? Many don't know, and many do know, and that's why they don't want to think about such a topic. So they prefer to think about other people and where they are standing. And I think that's a very weak habit. If you want to be productive considering your personal development, then ask yourself, where am I standing? And stop putting all your energy in thinking about or judging about where other people are standing. What a waste of energy. If you would think that all this energy you are investing in talking about people, judging people, gossiping, and this is also energy. And if you will take all that energy, invest it in yourself, and think about where you are and where you want to go to, and you don't want to be there where you are now, you want to be somewhere else, I'm sure that you would manage much more. So stop judging others, or stop gossiping. I hate gossip, and I'm not saying that I have never gossiped before. Yes, especially during my school times, mostly because I was looking for friends and I wanted to be a little bit more popular, And then also because sometimes we gossip in the class about somebody who was sick, who didn't come to school, and we all talked about, well, probably she's just faking her sickness, maybe she's not sick, maybe she's too lazy to come to school, and then you start gossiping, and then you go with the flow, and you don't want to be a party pooper by saying, hey guys, don't talk bad about that person. And it's such a manipulating, influencing thing of other people, because you just go along and judging, gossiping, talking behind others' backs. Nah, I don't think that would ever build bridges between us people, but only walls. And if we want to be people of unity and together walking hand in hand and managing something great and big in life, then we should stop judging, gossiping, and talking about other people, because that's what builds walls. And instead we should go to those people and search for a solution, and not only just focus the problem and glorify the problem, because if you gossip and judge about people, you're just glorifying the problem and you're forgetting that it's about a solution. So yeah, we should go to the person directly, and that's what builds bridges. One last thing I would like to put on your heart is, if you are a person who judges others a lot and you talk behind their backs, then ask yourself, how would you feel if other people would do the same with you? Does it feel good? And wouldn't you respect it much more if those people would come directly to you? Wouldn't that be better? Isn't that what you prefer?